It started with one line, "You're like a stripper, I'm like the pole." In that instant, laughter stopped, and the internet exploded. Because no one knew that one joke would expose two scandals, one about love, and one about lies. In that moment, the laughter died, and the internet lit up. Because when Kody Brown said those words, no one realized it would ignite two scandals at once, one about love, and one about lies. By the end of this story, one wife will walk away forever, one will be accused of lying about her wedding,
there's a tendency for us to feel like,
will
co-parents
turn on the family they once adored. This is the story of how a family dance became the symbol of everything wrong in the sister wives world. Part 1. Before the laughter and dance lessons, there was Meri, the first wife, the one who built the Brown family's foundation. But over the years, she became a ghost in her own story. When Meri revisits her past in this episode, she opens a wound that never truly healed: the loneliness, the catfishing scandal, the betrayal. But this time, something feels different. She isn't just remembering, she's reliving. And as she shares her story, one question echoes in her mind: was I ever truly loved? Meanwhile, miles away, Christine and her new love David Woolley seem picture perfect. But this episode uncovers their first real test. A disagreement turns into something deeper. About family priorities, about the ghost of Kody still haunting her happiness. David wants peace, Christine wants closure. And when words turn sharp, Christine says something she can't take back. The moment fans froze their screens to replay. And then, the dance. What began as a playful couple's moment quickly spiraled into one of the most awkward and unforgettable scenes in Sister Wives history. When Kody quips, "You're like a stripper, I'm like the pole," it isn't just an odd metaphor. It's a symbol of how this family has twisted intimacy, love, and control. The internet exploded. Memes, debates, outrage. Viewers called it tone-deaf, cringe, even disturbing. But what if that moment revealed something much darker about Kody's mindset? Dig deeper, and the metaphor isn't just about dancing. It's about power. In this episode, every movement mirrors their relationship dynamics. For years, Kody has seen himself as the center, the pole, around which everyone must revolve. And Robyn, the last one standing by his side. Meri sees the symbolism too. Her face says everything: exhaustion, disbelief, heartbreak. Because she's been here before, only this time, she's done pretending. Just when fans think the emotional storm has passed, the twist hits. Christine admits she feels triggered by seeing Kody and Robyn together, a wound she thought had healed. Meanwhile, Meri decides to leave early from filming. Her silence speaks volumes. Off-camera sources claim that after this episode, she seriously considered ending all ties with the Brown family. Social media erupts. This is not a family anymore, it's a performance. Kody has lost every woman except the one who plays along. And as the screen fades, Kody's last line cuts deep. I just want to dance without judgment. But judgment is all that's left. From heartbreak to healing, the Sister Wives' journey mirrors the struggle of countless women who gave everything for love, only to rediscover themselves in the end. Maybe that's why this episode mattered. It wasn't just about dancing or drama. It was about reclaiming self-worth. Because sometimes, walking away isn't weakness, it's the most powerful dance move of all. Let's talk about it in the comments. Speech balloon: was Kody's line just a joke, or a hidden confession? Part 2. When Robyn joined the Brown family. In 2010, she was the breath of fresh air Kody claimed to need. Fans saw her as the hopeful new wife who could bring harmony. But that dream turned into resentment as the years unfolded. But beneath the surface, cracks began forming: jealousy, distance, and favoritism. And the wedding that was supposed to unite the family became the symbol of division. Because hidden in those wedding photos was something Robyn didn't want anyone to see. It all began when Sister Wives fans noticed a strange contradiction. In a recent episode, Robyn insists she and Kody never took solo wedding pictures, only group shots. She even laughed it off, saying it was all about the family union. But fans with long memories and sharp eyes remembered something else. Season 16. A scene that aired years ago. There they were, Kody and Robyn, posing together, just the two of them, smiling for the camera. So, why deny it now? What began as a small debate quickly spiraled into a full-on internet investigation. Within hours, Reddit threads were filled with side-by-side comparisons, fans freezing frames, matching Robyn's dress, bouquet, and veil. The proof was undeniable. She did have solo photos with Kody. One fan wrote, "Why lie about something so small? Unless it's not small at all." Another said, "This isn't about photos, it's about control of the narrative." For many viewers, the photo lie wasn't the issue, it was what it represented, the last bit of authenticity slipping away. Why would Robyn deny something that could be so easily disproven? Some fans believe it's because of how she wants to reframe history. To portray her marriage as purely spiritual, not privileged, not prioritized. Christine once said, "Kody's relationship with Robyn is nothing like the rest of ours." Maybe she was right. Because that photo isn't just a memory, it's evidence of the imbalance that tore the family apart. 3 women left. 1 stayed. And in the end, one photo may have said more than all their confessions combined. Then came the twist. TLC fans discovered the full gallery of Robyn's wedding photos online, on the show's official website, archived from 2011. There were not just solo pictures, but multiple professional portraits of Robyn and Kody together. The backlash was instant. Hashtags exploded. YouTube channels broke down frame-by-frame evidence. Even longtime Robyn defenders felt betrayed. Lies, even small ones, destroy trust. And just like that, Robyn's carefully managed image of sincerity crumbled. For more than a decade, Sister Wives has been about family, faith, and honesty. But now, those values feel fractured. The photo debate isn't just about Robyn, it's about the fans' relationship with truth. In every marriage, trust is sacred. And when lies, even about something as small as a picture, break that trust, it's hard to rebuild. Robyn's story is a mirror for anyone who's ever loved someone who wasn't being real. Maybe the real story isn't about who smiled for the camera. It's about who's still willing to face the truth. Comment below. Do you believe Robyn lied, or was it just a misunderstanding? Let's see what you think in the comments. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. To understand the moment that shattered everything, we have to go back to where love once looked unbreakable. Meri was the first wife, the foundation. But as years passed, cracks deepened. Then came Christine, Janelle, and finally Robyn, the fourth wife who, to many fans, became the face of change. But what kind of change was it? A new beginning, or the beginning of the end? Kody and I are just not compatible anymore, Christine says, her voice breaking. The family was fracturing. And then, the dance episode aired. What was supposed to be a light-hearted marriage therapy exercise turned into one of the most talked about moments in TLC history. It was awkward. It was bizarre. But to fans, it was more than bad humor, it was symbolism. The pull, the control, the dynamic that ruled the Brown household. He wasn't joking. That line defines their marriage. Within hours, social media exploded. TikToks, Twitter threads, memes, all questioning what Kody truly meant. But while fans were dissecting his words, another storm was already brewing. And this one was about Robyn. Her wedding. And a photo she said didn't exist. In a recent episode, Robyn claimed she and Kody never took solo wedding photos. She said the day was about the family, not the couple. But Sister Wives fans, meticulous, loyal, and detail-driven, remembered differently. Proof surfaced within hours. Official TLC archives of their solo portraits, smiling together under a golden sky. The very photos she said didn't exist. Why lie, if it's all on camera? Hashtags like #RobynLies and #the photo proof began trending. Reddit investigators analyzed timestamps, video metadata, and episode cuts, turning a casual denial into a credibility crisis. If she's lying about pictures, what else is she hiding? To longtime viewers, it wasn't just a lie. It was another layer of manipulation, one that echoed Kody's favoritism and Robyn's quiet dominance. He spends all his time with Robyn. The rest of us, we just exist. And so the timeline of destruction became clear. From dance studios to photo scandals, every scandal pushed one more wife away. When the world saw Robyn cry, Kody saw devotion. When others saw deceit, he saw loyalty. By the end of 2023, 3 of the 4 wives had walked away. The only one left standing beside Kody was the one with the photos. In early 2025, a Sister Wives producer confirmed in a podcast that TLC had authorized solo photos of Robyn and Kody, and that Robyn herself had helped select them for release. Meaning, she knew. Yes, the network had individual portraits done. Robyn reviewed them before they aired. The truth was out. Robyn's denial wasn't forgetfulness, it was strategy. But to what end? Analysts believe it was part of a broader narrative, to paint her marriage as spiritual, pure, and separate from the vanity of the past wives. A rebranding of sorts. She's rewriting history. Robyn plays innocent, but she's the director of the show. For a family built on truth, the irony wasn't lost on anyone. And when you pair that with the stripper pole dance moment, fans saw it as the perfect metaphor, performance over partnership. Once upon a time, Sister Wives was a story about love, faith, and family unity. But today, it feels like a cautionary tale, about control, ego, and the slow unraveling of trust. The dance became a symbol. The photo became evidence. And the truth, it became a casualty. Maybe the real lesson isn't about polygamy or fame, but about what happens when a woman loses herself trying to please a man who only dances for one partner. Because in the end, love built this family, but lies broke it apart. On Reddit, one viewer wrote, "We watched that dance live. It wasn't funny, It was uncomfortable. Another comment on Facebook read, Kody looked like he was performing for Robyn, not dancing with her. TikTok creator at @SisterTruths said in her viral post, that stripper pole line summed up years of imbalance. YouTube fan at Heartland Mama added, Robyn keeps saying she's innocent, but the photos prove otherwise. And thousands agreed, if you have to deny your own wedding pictures, what else are you hiding? Family therapists point out that humor during tension often hides discomfort. Kody's joke, they say, revealed a need for dominance disguised as play. Body language analysts later reviewed the dance clip. Their verdict: Robyn's smile dropped the moment Kody made the comparison, a classic sign of secondhand embarrassment and emotional withdrawal. Relationship experts explain that denial of documented facts, like Robyn's wedding photos, can be a defense mechanism, not always to deceive others, but to protect one's public narrative. From a media perspective, Robyn's statement may have been strategic, to reshape her image from favorite wife to devoted believer. It's reputation management under pressure. Remember 2015, when Meri's catfish scandal broke? That moment split the household emotionally, and Robyn's quiet support for Kody created the first visible divide. Christine's exit in 2021 wasn't sudden. She had warned fans for years through subtle comments, moments most viewers missed until the dance scene brought everything into focus. Janelle once described Robyn as the communication bridge. But over time, that bridge turned into a wall, especially when private conversations started leaking to production. Even Kody's early interviews hinted at exhaustion. In one 2012 clip he said, "Balance is impossible with 4 wives." Fans now see that as prophecy. In the months after the photo scandal, viewership spiked 30%. But with it came fatigue, longtime fans saying they watched more out of curiosity than connection. Podcast hosts like Reality Rewind debated whether TLC would ever reboot the show without Robyn, suggesting a legal split storyline could be next. Sociologists analyzing the sister wives phenomenon call it America's longest-running public experiment in plural love. And like any experiment, it's revealing truths far beyond its subjects. As of early 2025, Christine's new marriage stands as a symbol of renewal, proof that walking away can be a woman's act of survival, not rebellion. For countless women watching, this isn't just TV, it's recognition. The quiet pain of giving, waiting, forgiving. Every episode mirrors a question many women whisper to themselves: at what point does love stop being love and start being control? Because sometimes, healing begins the moment you stop defending someone else's story, and start writing your own. If you felt every moment of this breakdown, hit subscribe, because next week, we dive into Robyn's secret journal, the lost letters of the Brown family. Tap the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the sister wives world. Tell us in the comments. Do you believe Robyn was rewriting history, or protecting herself?